news at 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Monday. It is March 26th, and we have returned Leslie Mouton from Las Vegas to San Antonio.
Safely, but with a little less money in my pocket.
That's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, but it was a great time there, and glad to be back warm this morning. A little bit of humidity out there as well.
Absolutely. 69 degrees. Mike Ostrade just standing by over there at the Cube with an update on a chance of showers and storms. And when could we start to see those in the region?
Mainly tomorrow and overnight into Wednesday. There are a couple of showers are possible. Well, some mist and drizzle around the area this morning, and then a couple of showers later on tonight, but again, the better chance is going to be tomorrow and into Wednesday. We are starting off, plenty of clouds, plenty of humidity out there. Like I said, maybe some mist. There's nothing being picked up on radar. We had a couple little sprinkles down around Cotulla earlier this morning, but nothing substantial being picked up on radar. I had a couple just specks on the windshield this morning coming into work. 69 here in town, 66 in Kerrville. Temperatures really haven't changed that much in the past hour. They're going to stay fairly steady thanks to this very high humidity, thanks to the cloud cover out there. Mid to upper 60s for dew points. Yeah, when you get above 60, you definitely start to feel it, and you will definitely notice the humidity when you step outside this morning. So we're going to stay, like I said, steady temperatures. Mist and drizzle is possible this morning. Cloudy skies, and then partly cloudy later on today. So more sunshine. That's going to heat things up. 85, and you'll definitely feel that 85 with the humidity out there and a breeze out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So a couple of showers are possible later on tonight. Again, especially tomorrow overnight into Wednesday. We'll go over the severe potential and the chance for some heavy rain. Right now, Easter weekend, latter half of the week, Easter weekend, looks great. Details in a few minutes. Time saver traffic right now. Hitting the roads, here's Officer Marcus Trujillo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mike.
Are my eyes not deceiving me?
Well, your eyes are not deceiving you, but this picture doesn't tell the whole story. So although everything looks good as far as the traffic flow, no signs of any delays, we're going to go up 35 to 35 at FM 1103. And here's some of that humidity Mike was talking about. Look at that glow there to all the headlights and the street lights as well. Earlier this morning, we were watching it, didn't really see too much. Now we're starting to see it a little bit more further up north on 35 at FM 1103. So just use caution as you head out. Remember, gentle application of the brake and the accelerator just in case those roads are slick out there. Mark?
Marcus, thank you. Late breaking news on San Antonio southeast side. Firefighters right now on the scene of an apartment fire in the 3900 block of East South Cross. That's near Goliad. Josh Skurnick just arrived on scene. Josh, what is the situation out there right now?
Though many of them are cleaning up, the battalion chief just told me that they are still fighting this fire on the ground level apartment here in an apartment right around the corner. They backed us up, so we can't give you an exact shot, but we do have that video. We're going to send it to the newsroom as quick as possible. This is still early, so no word on anybody who is inside, and if they were inside, how they are doing. No cause yet as well. We're going to stay on top of the scene throughout the morning and bring you another live report as soon as possible. But for now, reporting live on the southeast side, Josh Skurnick, KSAT 12 News.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. And there are quite a few missing pieces to a story of a woman's death on the east side. San Antonio police have found her body, but they still don't have a suspect or even the weapon involved. Katrina Weber is live downtown with more on that story this morning. And you say her body was found on a street corner, Katrina.
Well, that's right. It was at the corner of Denver Boulevard and Cherry Streets, but it seems that the woman moments before had been inside a home nearby. In fact, police say she just left that home around the corner, headed to meet up with her boyfriend at that intersection. He told officers he heard a gunshot, then found the woman on the ground. Police say she was shot in the head. But when paramedics arrived, they determined she was dead. All of this happened before 11:30 last night, and it seems that this morning police don't have too many more answers. They're not sure if anyone else was involved or if perhaps this was self-inflicted, but they did tell us that they didn't find a weapon nearby. They have not released the woman's name, but they did tell us she was in her late 30s or early 40s. Reporting live from downtown, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Katrina, thank you very much. Also new this morning, San Antonio police also looking for help tracking down a trio of burglars. Back on March 12th, police say a white SUV dropped off 3 men in the 6900 block of South Zarzamora Street. They broke into the Oireria jewelry store. Police said they got away with a number of items. Now, police released these surveillance photos hoping someone might recognize one of these suspects. Call Crime Stoppers if you have any information. That number is 210-224-STOP.
New overnight, a barricade situation in Austin has ended with the suspect dead and 2 officers injured. Austin police tweeted this message just a few minutes ago. This is what it says. Final update. Incident has ended in the 5500 block of Ponciana Drive. One officer shot and sustained an injury to the arm. A second officer sustained injuries to his hand and knee. One individual was pronounced deceased at the scene. Police say it all started just before 11 last night. 2 officers were shot and the suspect barricaded himself in a home. The SWAT team was called in. Again, this is a developing story. The barricade situation is reportedly over, and those 2 officers were hurt. They are expected to survive. And once again, the suspect is dead.
6:05 right now. The sex trial of San Antonio attorney Mark Benavides will begin down in Floresville this morning.
Benavides is accused of trading his legal services for sex with female clients and making video recordings of those sexual trysts.
KSAT 12's Paul Venema has a look at the charges Benavides is facing.
Attorney Mark Benavides' legal troubles began over 2 years ago when a female client claimed that she had sex with him in a jury room here as he negotiated a plea deal for her in an intoxication manslaughter case. The sex, she claimed, was in exchange for his legal representation. A subsequent investigation revealed that he'd made similar deals with other clients and recorded videos of the sexual encounters. Indictments against him that followed included compelling prostitution and having sex with a minor. The charges he's facing in this trial are 6 counts of trafficking of persons.
It's putting on 6 cases kind of within one, so we have 6 victims that we have to put on and all the attendant evidence that goes on with those cases.
That evidence, she said, will include the videos. A conviction could mean some serious prison time for Benavides, since the maximum punishment on each count is 99 years. And Chacon said she will ask that the sentences be stacked, meaning that they will run consecutively. The trial is just the beginning of Benavides' legal troubles.
There are still indictments pending in separate cases involving sexual assault of a child and of sexual assault and compelling prostitution.
We reached out to Benavides' attorneys for this story. They refused to comment. The trial was moved from here in Bexar County to Floresville at their request. They said they wanted a change of venue due to extensive publicity that the case received here. For Good Morning San Antonio, I'm Paul Venema.
A 4-year-old boy mauled to death by a family dog in northeast Bexar County. The medical examiner has now identified him as Noah Trevino. Now, this attack happened at the 8900 block of Twin Creek Farm, which is just 13 days before his 4th birthday. The sheriff now sending out advice with hopes of preventing this tragedy from happening again. We spoke with Sheriff Salazar, who told us they originally got a call around 3:30 yesterday afternoon to respond to a dog bite, but then they got there and the situation turned out to be much worse than that. Sheriff Javier Salazar says the vicious attack happened as 4-year-old Noah Trevino was in the backyard playing. The dog, which we understand was a large mixed breed, was tied up, but it appears the child may have just gotten too close and the dog attacked the child. Salazar says a family member looked outside, saw the dog had Noah by his neck and was shaking him. And by the time the family member got to Noah, he was lifeless. Salazar says the family member tried to administer CPR but was unsuccessful. Noah was airlifted to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. Bexar County Animal Control took the dog, which will be held for observation, then put down. BCSO says after that, the dog will be tested for rabies. Now, Sheriff Salazar is advising everyone to avoid leaving small children with dogs, even if the dog is a family pet.
Just about 6:09 right now. The man accused in a Saturday night shooting at Topgolf now facing 3 charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Police say 22-year-old Mario Omar Guerra Jr. was driving in the parking lot of the sporting facility when he apparently heard a comment from a group of men. A fight broke out, and that's when police say Guerra, who's seen right here, shot 3 people, 1 in the chest, 2 others in the back. All 3 victims were taken to University Hospital with life-threatening injuries.
Students pushing for new gun laws after the Florida school shooting head back to class today following the historic march in Washington over the weekend. Both supporters and skeptics are now questioning what's next for the movement. One former presidential candidate offered a suggestion to the students, but not without controversy. ABC's Kenneth Moten has that story.
Overnight, the organizers of the March for Our Lives returned to Parkland, Florida. The students from Stoneman Douglas High School spending their spring break, mobilizing millions across the nation. The students head back to class with new security measures in place today. Only clear backpacks will be allowed, and armed officers will stand at entrances. Their return comes after demonstrations around the country this weekend demanding changes to gun laws. An estimated 800,000 people rallying in Washington. In the wake of the rallies, former Senator and presidential candidate Rick Santorum stirred controversy Sunday when he suggested that instead of pushing for gun reforms, the students should learn how to save lives during an emergency.
How about kids, instead of looking to someone else to solve their problem, do something about maybe taking CPR classes?
Santorum saying he was proud of the students' efforts, but suggested a different approach would be more effective.
They didn't take action to say, how do I, as an individual, deal with this problem? How am I going to do something about stopping bullying within my own community?
The reaction was swift. California Representative Ted Lieu tweeting, "Dear Rick Santorum, CPR is good for heart stoppage, not good for victims of multiple AR-15 bullets." Before the march, the NRA released a series of videos.
These kids ought to be marching against their own hypocritical belief structures. They hate machines that cause death, except, hold on, no, you ain't never going to take their cars away.
Rally organizers say their focus will now turn to voter outreach and getting high school seniors registered to vote.
So the fact that this movement has so many people realizing that it's important to get out to the polls is what I think is one of the best things we've accomplished.
Well, Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
Other headlines this morning: President Trump may expel Russian diplomats from the United States. It's one of the many actions the White House has been considering over the past few days. The National Security Council has recommended ousting more officials. All this coming in response to a former Russian double agent and his daughter being poisoned in England. UK ordered 23 Russian diplomats out of England back to Moscow after concluding that Russia was responsible. On Friday, France, Germany, and Ireland, along with seven other European countries, announced plans to expel Russian diplomats. Russian officials have repeatedly denied any responsibility for the poisoning. 612, 69 degrees.
It looks like Apple is planning to dramatically change the design of its smartphone. That's just ahead in your morning consumer news.
Live look outside with Citycam right now. Lots of clouds in place, very mild, hovering right around 70 degrees. Storms are in the forecast. We'll get an update from Mike next.
Before photography or Instagram, landscapes and portraits were captured through drawings and paintings. Carl Frederick Herman Lungwitz was an early Texas landscape painter and photographer. He was best known for pencil and oil paintings that documented Texas landscapes during the 19th century. Originally from Germany, he arrived in New York in 1850. A year later, he and his brother-in-law, who was also an artist, immigrated to Texas, settling on a farm near Fredericksburg. After his brother's death, he ventured to San Antonio and learned photography. Although he was known mainly for his romantic landscape paintings of the Texas Hill Country in Austin, he is responsible for capturing images of the Spanish missions and old San Antonio. Nearly forgotten for a generation, Lungwitz's works have been seen in museums and universities across Texas.
San Antonio's Tricentennial Moments on KSAT 12 are powered by Frost Bank and Sierra Cars, Trucks, and RVs and Christus Santa Rosa Health System.
Welcome back and good morning to you. 6:16 now to consumer news and a possible new phone from Apple. An analyst claims Apple's working on a foldable phone that doubles as a tablet. But don't get excited yet. The analyst says it might not be out until the year 2020.
Well, Apple has proposed a new group of emoticons to represent disabled people. The 13 emojis include images of service dogs, the deaf, and people in wheelchairs. The emoticons still have to be approved, and if they do get the okay, they'll be available in the first half of next year.
I got to check this out. It's a little freaky. Computer scientists in the UK have created a robot that's very in touch with his emotions. Charles, the robot, can mimic just about every human expression. Researchers at Cambridge University wired Charles with a camera that records the face of a real person and replicates the expressions in a matter of seconds.
That's just plain old creepy. And again, we talked about this at 5 o'clock. Why did they choose this look for the robot man?
I'm not sure.
It's a more expressive face.
A more expressive. I think she's talking about the hair and the sideburns.
They even gave wrinkles.
Yeah, they did.
So
what's up with that?
What's up with that?
I don't know. I don't have answers for you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, maybe Marcus has answers.
Blonde hair?
No, I don't know that I'd have picked long blonde hair, but I would.
Can you imagine a Leslie one of those? Make an expression just like that. The robot would be doing.
Get away.
Marcus, take over, please, sir.
I don't know. Can a robot do that?
Facebook and selfie?
Sure it can.
Multitask like that.
I don't know.
So as we take a look at the map, we're starting to see some slowdowns in certain areas. A little bit there on the Bandera Road, not too much there on 1604 there as you head over towards the I-10-1604 interchange. However, that will be changing shortly. Down on south on 281, also Highway 16, seeing a little bit of congestion, but that could also be for the stoplights that we have there. This is 37 and Jones Avenue here in the downtown vicinity. Now, we had some construction overnight through this area, but as you see right now, all lanes are open once again. No issues, no robots, no texting on the roadway. So
no driverless cars on our roadways.
But wouldn't it be lovely if we could have Leslie robots and just enjoy it, you know, all the time?
Whatever. Why is he always picking on me?
I'm going to attempt to change the subject and say that the Final Four is now set. We're going to have a whole bunch of fans coming in from Loyola Chicago, Michigan, Kansas, and Villanova. The game, big game, the semifinals are Saturday. The championship game is a week from tonight.
Today.
Right.
Yeah.
Who are you picking?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know?
You?
You don't know? I'm going to go with the Cinderella for fun. I think it's been a great story. Loyola Chicago.
Okay. I like Cinderella.
Do you? Okay. I don't know. I think, well, you got two '1 playing, Villanova and Kansas.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really tough game there. I think
these are great games.
Yeah. I think Michigan may top Loyola. They've been playing pretty tough. So, I don't know. I think
How'd your bracket hold up?
Well, I got Kansas.
Well, don't a bunch of folks have Villanova winning it all? I think a bunch of folks
do.
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be Kansas, Michigan in the finals. So.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yep. All right. So.
Although the weather for this weekend
should be fantastic. All the folks coming to visit.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially for folks from up north that are coming down here. It's going to be beautiful this weekend. Great for Easter as well. Look at this sunset over there, Medina Lake. First of all, do point out that, boy, is a hazy sunset out there. And also, notice that little strip of kind of white there along the edge of the water. So the lake is down, definitely. Could use a little bit more rain. We're going to be getting a whole lot more potentially in the next couple of days. Oak is definitely on the high side. So yes, all that lovely yellow dust is all over everything. Lots of clouds around this morning. No mist to speak of right now, although just watch out for some. I haven't seen any reports of any and haven't seen anything showing up on any of the TransGuide cameras, anything like that so far this morning. Temperatures are in the upper 60s, low 70s, pretty steady, and lots of humidity out there. So it's cloud cover and humidity, which is helping to keep these temperatures very steady this morning. You definitely notice the humidity when you step outside. Computer model does have lots of clouds around, a little bit of mist or so, and then some clearing later on this afternoon. Then we go into tonight. The clouds come back in here. We will have a couple of showers, at least the chance for it later on tonight, but especially overnight and into the first part of the day tomorrow. Even a few thunderstorms in the afternoon tomorrow, but it's really going to be late tomorrow and into Wednesday when we'll start to see the good potential for the heavier showers and thunderstorms around here. A couple of them off to the northwest later on today, but then tomorrow the threat for severe weather does definitely start to go up to a slight risk, and then that moves across the area tomorrow night into Wednesday. That slight risk for severe storms, high winds, and hail will be the biggest threats with that. And then, of course, a few heavier downpours also can be expected with this storm system moving on through here. 78 degrees today at noon, partly sunny skies. Kind of breezy again today, and that's just going to help to pump in the humidity. Winds out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour, 85 for a high temperature. Late tonight, a couple of showers are possible, and then especially throughout the day tomorrow. Tomorrow late is going to be the better opportunity for strong to potentially severe storms into Wednesday morning. Could have a lot of rain around here Wednesday morning for your commute. Obviously, we're keeping tabs on that. Then it clears out nicely. Lower humidity Thursday, Friday, Saturday especially, and Sunday, Easter Sunday looks just beautiful. So fantastic Easter weekend, fantastic for all the folks visiting.
And our yards can use a little rain.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
622, 69 degrees.
We'll be right back. In this morning's GMA First Look, new concerns over vacation rentals abroad after a family's spring break getaway turned deadly.
41-year-old Kevin Sharp and his wife Amy surprised their 2 children, 12-year-old Sterling and 7-year-old Adriana, with a trip to this beachfront condominium complex in Tulum, Mexico. But when the Iowa family didn't make their return flight home to St. Louis on Wednesday, their loved ones knew something was wrong.
My mother lost her youngest daughter, and she's, like all of us, got the support of everybody rallying around us, and she's doing the best she can.
On Friday, Mexican authorities found the family of 4 dead inside that condo. They say due to asphyxiation by inhalation of toxic gases. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have tips on how to stay safe in a vacation rental home. With your GMA First Look, I'm Diane Macedo, ABC News, New York.
Just about 627, 69 degrees.
Our Josh Sterling is on a developing story at a fire at an apartment complex on East-South Cross. We'll get a live report from him when we come back.
A deadly shooting on the east side has police scratching their heads this morning. Good morning, I'm Katrina Weber. I'll have that story coming up.
It's the long-awaited interview. Stormy Daniels speaks out. I'm ABC's Serena Marshall. We'll hear what she had to say coming up.
And right now, a live look outside with City Cam. We'll have an update on the forecast, and we are live on the scene of an apartment fire on San Antonio's southeast side. We will get an update. Welcome back, and good morning. If you're just now waking up, it is 6:30 on your Monday. It is March 26th.
You're going to notice when you go outside, it is a mild start to your day today, and Mike is talking about some pretty big storms in the forecast.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, potentially some severe storms and some heavy downpours, but that's not going to be moving in here until tomorrow and especially overnight into Wednesday. More on that in a second. First of all, you step outside. Yes, it is definitely humid out there. Temperatures are about 15-20 degrees above normal. We should be in the low 50s right now. 70 Hondo, 66 Kerrville, 69 in New Braunfels, San Antonio, Gonzales, and the humidity dew points are sky high, mid to upper 60s. So yeah, it's humid to say the least. The nice thing is the latter half of the week and the weekend look fantastic, but today we put up with the humidity. Partly cloudy skies though later on this afternoon. A couple of showers are possible later on tonight. It's kind of scattered around here. Maybe a thunderstorm way off to the northwest. Then tomorrow, showers and a few thunderstorms. Going to be, looks like a wet commute tomorrow morning. Some thunderstorms developing during the day, and then especially tomorrow night. Some of those could become strong, potentially severe, as well as some heavy downpours, and that's going to be the situation overnight into Wednesday. Then I think we'll start to see the rain taper off and maybe some clearing later on Wednesday. After that, it is going to be very nice through the end of the week and through the weekend, including Easter, with some lower humidity as well as plenty of sunshine. Details on that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Time saver traffic right now. Here is Officer Marcus Trujillo in time saver traffic, and still looking pretty good on the map.
It's looking pretty good, but we're starting to see some slowdowns on Bandera Road, but then more importantly, that stretch between Bandera Road and I-10 of 1604, and that's where we normally see the huge slowdowns this time of the morning, and today is no exception. Take a look at all those brake lights as folks start to slow down. Now, right now, it's running about 10 to 12 minutes, but expect that to double by the time we reach peak congestion right now. So that's eastbound 1604 between Coliseum and I-10. Leslie?
Marcus, now to that late-breaking news on the southeast side. Firefighters on the scene of an apartment fire. All of this is happening in the 3900 block of East-South Cross, which is near Goliad. Let's check back in with our Josh Skurnick. And Josh, we understand you actually spoke with the man who lives in the apartment where all of this started.
Yeah, and he was very emotional, as you can understand, and he says that he did everything right once he realized what was going on. He says that he had something on the stove, and then he heard his dog barking. He comes back, it was on fire. He says that he actually grabbed a fire extinguisher, tried to put it out, but it wasn't working. He says he then went next door, grabbed his neighbor's fire extinguisher, also dysfunctional. He says at the end of the day, he used 3 different fire extinguishers, all of them not working. He says that the firefighters told him that they were out of date. Just a very, very, very sad situation. If we go and take a look behind me, though, you can see this scene is almost cleared here. They said that they evacuated 8 apartments. More than a dozen people were forced out, but most of them should be let back in. $75,000 in damage to the man's apartment, $5,000 to the belongings. The firefighter says that it took them about 10 minutes to knock everything down. Hopefully, we're going to talk to some of the neighbors here about what they're going through and also the help that this man needs. they do say that Red Cross is going to help him out for at least tonight. But for now, reporting live on the southeast side, Josh Skernick, KSAT 12 News.
Other news this morning, a deadly shooting on the east side has police puzzled. They're not sure who was behind a woman's death or even if anyone else was involved. San Antonio police say her boyfriend found her body late last night at the corner of Denver and Cherry Street. Katrina Weber is live downtown with details on this. Katrina, we know homicide investigators are involved at this point. Does that mean she was murdered?
Well, not necessarily. Now, in this case, though, there was at least one other thing that is suspicious. Police told us they did not find a weapon near her body or anywhere at the scene. They say that this woman was shot to death. She suffered a gunshot wound to her head. It appears that the shooting happened on a street corner before 11:30 last night. The woman's boyfriend told officers he heard the shot, then found the woman on the ground. Police say she appeared to be in her late 30s or early 40s. Paramedics were called to the scene at Denver and Cherry, but the woman was dead by the time they arrived. And again, police told us they did not find a weapon there at the scene. Homicide investigators have taken over this case. Reporting live downtown, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
San Antonio police are looking for the public's help to find out why a woman was left for dead on a downtown street earlier this month. Back on Sunday, March 4th, around 10 o'clock in the morning, police found the body of 46-year-old Tammy Fudge. This was at a parking lot on North Flores Street. This is a busy area, and police said they don't believe that she had been dead for very long. She did have head injuries, and investigators found a trail of blood, which started at a Via bus bench on Flores and West Travis and continued all the way to the parking lot. If you have any information, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers at 224-STOP. There is up to a $5,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest.
6:36 right now, topping your morning headlines. That long-awaited interview with Stormy Daniels. She told CBS's 60 Minutes that she had consensual sex with Donald Trump once in 2006. That interview comes 2 months after the Wall Street Journal broke the news of a $130,000 payment made in exchange for her silence less than 2 weeks before Donald Trump was elected president of the United States. ABC's Serena Marshall has more from Washington.
The president back in Washington solo as the anticipated Stormy Daniels interview made air.
And you had sex with him?
Yes.
You were 27, he was 60. Were you physically attracted to him?
No. The bombshell 60 Minutes interview follows a confidentiality agreement she signed for $130,000 just days before the 2016 election. But Daniels claims the contract is void because then candidate Trump never signed it. President Trump's personal lawyer Michael Cohen acknowledges he paid Daniels the money from a personal home equity line in exchange for her silence and claims Daniels broke the agreement more than 20 times, making her liable for damages in excess of $20 million.
It was very important to me to be able to defend myself.
Even though in January she issued a statement denying the affair ever happened. She says she did so under pressure.
They made it sound like I had no choice.
And after she received this 2011 threat when trying to go public.
A guy walked up on me and said to me, "Leave Trump alone, forget the story." And then he leaned around and looked at my daughter and said, "It's a beautiful little girl. It'd be a shame if something happened to her mom."
Daniels never specified who she thought was behind the intimidation, but overnight, Cohen's lawyer sent a letter following the interview singling out claims of the physical threat as false and defamatory. Daniels' attorney argues this has less to do with the affair than the cover-up.
It is thuggish behavior from people in power, and it has no place in American democracy.
Cohen insists neither the Trump campaign nor the Trump organization were involved in the payment.
It's the timing of that payment to Daniels just days before the election that has raised questions over possible violations of campaign finance laws. Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington.
At the Alamo Dome, where we're expecting over 90,000 visitors as the Final Four ramps up as we go into the weekend.
And Mother Nature is cooperating because the weather's going to be perfect.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yes.
6:40 right now on your Monday morning, 69 degrees.
Important news about home security. After the break, the changes that are now being made to keep you and your family safe.
Welcome back. Back on your Monday morning, you're watching GMSA at 6:43. Whether you're looking to play music in the kitchen or turn your sprinklers on while you're away from home, smart home technology offers something for everyone. And the great thing about it, you don't have to be tech savvy to use it.
In this week's Angie's List report, Marilyn Moritz shows us how security systems have expanded to cover all aspects of the home.
You probably know your security system can monitor your alarms and locks, but increasingly, home automation can be tied into a single network controlled by your security interface.
You can automate many features of your home for as little as it costs to go out to dinner. All you need is your smartphone and Wi-Fi.
Indianapolis homeowner Lisa Delaney hired Sync Technology Integration to install and combine all of her automation features.
There's so much more that I can do from my phone than I ever thought I would be able to do.
With a single button press on her phone, she can activate specific features or an entire wave of actions when she leaves home.
My favorite feature is that when I leave the house in the morning to go to work, I can press one button. It makes sure all the lights are turned off, all the doors are locked, and that my alarm is on all at once.
Today's thermostat will even be able to detect what temperature you'd like it set at automatically.
Gary Jeffries, owner and CEO of Sync Technology Integration, says technology has sharply improved in recent years.
Nowadays, I mean, you can do lighting control, garage door control, door lock control, thermostat control, all these different types of stuff through your security system.
And you don't have to own $1 million home for this level of integration. An automation system and monitoring costs less than you might expect.
You can get a smart security system for just a few $100s, and you can monitor cameras and alarms on your smartphone and always know what's going on at your home.
Jeffrey says one improvement you may have to make for a lot of home automation is an upgrade to your home Wi-Fi. Full automation includes dozens of devices, and not all Wi-Fi is capable of handling that much traffic. For Good Morning San Antonio, Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Yeah, some of those things they've come up with, like, it's just...
It's pretty cool.
What was it going to be like for our kids when they're our age?
I know, and the great thing about the tech that we're talking about now is it keeps getting more cheaper, and cheaper, more affordable.
I love it.
It's all great until your internet goes out.
Exactly.
That's true. You kind of need that.
And you kind of lose everything.
And until the computer then locks you out of the house.
And starts talking
and it
again.
Says, what are you doing,
and
Dave?
Pays for itself.
Laughing by itself.
There was a movie like that once upon a time.
Exactly. And yeah, that reminds me of the ad. I forget what it was for, but the people going up in the escalator in an atrium of an open lobby atrium of a building, and the escalator stopped and like, help, what do I do?
I love that. I've seen it before too. It's hilarious.
So when the internet goes up, people are like, how do I turn off my lights?
Yes.
So anyway, that's our commentary for the morning. We have, look at this beautiful picture. You know, everybody talks about the blue bonnets, but can't forget, those are Indian paintbrush, aren't they? I think.
It looks like it to me. I'm not an expert, though, so...
The colors look different to me, though, than the other. Yeah, so I'm not sure.
I'm not positive, but they're beautiful. That's all that really matters. Thank you very much. Spring, oh spring. Yes, indeed. We are going to get some spring showers and some spring thunderstorms in the next couple of days. And we've got that lovely spring oak out there, 2680. It is definitely on the high side. The updated reading will be coming out later on this morning. Justin's going to have that at 9 o'clock. We've got lots of clouds, lots of humidity, maybe some mist. Did you say you saw a little bit on one of the TransGuide cameras, Marcus? A little bit of
up
mist?
there, 35 at FM 1103. Seeing a little bit of slowdown, but it's just getting a little hazier out there.
Okay, a little hazy, he said, at 35 at 1103. Just watch out for some of that mist and a little bit of the kind of the haze, that murky look out there. Mid-upper 60s for dew points. Measure moisture in the atmosphere, and that's way up there. You notice it when you step out the door, and wind is out of the southeast. It's going to pick up later on today, and all that's doing is just pulling in all that humidity. Now, we are going to keep the clouds around this morning, a couple of sprinkly showers or mist, and then some sunshine later on mixed in with the clouds. Then overnight, or later on tonight, I should say, we'll have a few showers developing, maybe a couple of thunderstorms, especially off to the northwest. We'll have some showers around in the morning tomorrow and throughout the day, even a few thunderstorms. But then late tomorrow, overnight into Wednesday, is going to really be the peak opportunity, the best opportunity for strong to potentially severe storms. And that will go through about midday on Wednesday. There will also be a few heavier downpours, obviously associated with some of those thunderstorms. So that's something to keep in mind. The heavy rain, I think we're going to have a lot of heavy rain around or the potential for heavy rain on Wednesday morning especially. As far as the severe threat, there is a marginal risk way out to the northwest later on today. Most of that is further up in the northern part of the state, but then that marginal becomes a slight risk, and that works its way across the area. And again, this is late tomorrow night and then into Wednesday throughout the day. Then we'll start to kind of bring an end to that later on in the day on Wednesday. I think we'll see even a little bit of clearing later on Wednesday. After that, a beautiful stretch of weather for the end of the week going in toward Easter. 78 degrees today at noon with partly sunny skies, and then more sunshine mixed in with clouds later on today. 85 for a high temperature, so a little bit on the warm side and kind of breezy. Southeasterly wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then tomorrow we'll have some more showers around here. Showers and thunderstorms developing throughout the day, especially late tomorrow night into Wednesday. The chance for severe, potentially some heavy downpours. 77 on Wednesday. Then humidity goes away. It's going to be really nice Thursday, Friday, Good Friday, as well as going into Easter. Great looking Easter weekend, as well as for all the folks visiting for the Final Four.
We have a name for your flower that you just showed. The flowers. What was it?
Indian paintbrush?
Indian blanket is what it's called. Yes. So it sounds like it's in that family of flowers.
Okay, thank you.
It is 6:49, 69 degrees.
Thanks to Dustin for finding that for us. We'll be right back.
Oh, CityCam.
Oh, yeah, we're going to take a look at CityCam before we go to break.
And paying some bills, and we're going to pay some more bills. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Coming up on GMA, President Trump's team taking on Stormy Daniels after her big interview. We'll speak with lawyers from both sides this morning about the possible legal trouble for their clients. And we're live in Washington with reaction from the White House. It's all coming up only on GMA. We'll see you soon.
Good morning, I'm Josh Crick on the southeast side. A grease fire has a man out of a home this morning. Firefighters just left. They did say that they evacuated 8 apartments in all and about a dozen people, but most of them should be able to go back inside soon. This is at a complex on East-South Cross near Pecan Valley Drive. The fire was on the ground floor. The man who lives there tells me that he actually heard his dog barking and then came back to see the stove on fire. Then he says that he tried to use a fire extinguisher, but it didn't work. He then went next door to borrow theirs, but he says that it also didn't work. He says that he tried to use 3 altogether and says firefighters told him they were all expired. $75,000 in damage to the apartment, 5 to the belongings. Red Cross is helping him out. Reporting live on the southeast side, Josh Kernick, KSAT 12 News.
It's a Monday morning mystery, the death of a woman on the east side. Good morning, I'm Katrina Weber. San Antonio police are trying to figure out who shot her. They found her body on a street corner at the corner of Denver Boulevard and Cherry Street before 11:30 last night. Police say she had just left a home nearby and was headed to meet her boyfriend. Now, he told officers he heard that shot, then found the woman on the ground with a gunshot wound in her head. Paramedics tried to revive her, but it was too late. Homicide investigators have taken over this case. Officers tell us they did not find a weapon anywhere near her body or at the scene. They did tell us that woman was in her late 30s or early 40s, although they have not released her name just yet. Reporting from downtown, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Less than 5 minutes till 7 on your Monday morning.
Hoping for a smooth commute. What's it looking like on the roadways, Marcus?
Well, we have a lot of traffic out there. However, surprisingly, we've managed to make it through without any accidents on the highways during this entire time. So let's take a look at TransGuide. You can see there 35 at FM 1103. Things slowing down just a little bit on those southbound main lanes. And then 1604 Kyle Seal. The eastbound lanes very, very congested from Kyle Seal back over towards that I-10 1604 interchange. However, so far, dry roads here in town. Mike?
Watch out for just a little bit of mist around the area this morning. Boy, it's kind of murky out there, and you will definitely notice the humidity when you step outside. Temperatures are 10 to 15 degrees above where they should be. I mean, this is like summer kind of warmth almost this morning, and it's going to be a warm one later on today. We'll make it up to 85 degrees for a high temperature then later on. There we go. My clicker's finally working with partly cloudy skies. Now, a couple of showers are possible later on this evening, but the better chance of rain is going to be tomorrow.